What's up, guys? Spider here. We got an interesting little Easter egg for you. This is not related to the main Easter egg, but this took us forever to figure out, and I don't think anyone else has done it yet. That's why we spend a whole lot of time on it. Instead of, you know, rushing to get through the steps for the main Easter egg, we spent a lot of time working on something that nobody else has uncovered yet. So it starts here on round 14 when we get some, you know, interesting dialogue.
I have been watching. I have seen each and every one of your misdeeds. I know who you are. Sounds ominous, doesn't it? Good, because it fucking is.
Now, apparently, this guy's Dr. Monty, and but it's Malcolm McDowell. The voice is Malcolm McDowell. He does an awesome job. But anyways, it's round-based, so on round 14, you'll get this dialogue, or it could be round 15. We've seen it on round 14 or 15. You get the dialogue, and then that's it. But wait, there's more. Because at the start of the very next round, you get even more dialogue.
The entirety of the universe is fractured and broken. Something that you clowns hold more than at least some degree of responsibility for. Guess what? You're gonna fix it. Look, just do what you usually do. Listen out for radios and things, and I'll help wherever I can.
Okay, so listen out for radios and things, and I'll help wherever I can. Okay, so now it is our belief, and we haven't 100% verified this, but once that second dialogue is complete, we believe that's when these little wisps of light will appear on the map. I mean, it may happen sooner. You guys can take a look. Prior to that, the dialogue triggers on round 14, 15, and or 16, okay? Yeah, we're pretty sure you have to get that dialogue, and then you can find these little wisps of light around the map. Okay, so where are these wisps of light? Well, the only way we knew about the wisps of light is in a game where he came on, Dr. Monty came on and gave us more dialogue, but we didn't do anything. We didn't trigger anything. And then later in that game, Axel found the second wisp of light at spawn. So we sort of worked back from that and thought, well, we must have triggered it accidentally. We were shooting somewhere on the map, and this is where it actually took place. I went back in theater to find out exactly who was shooting and at where they were shooting at in order to find this wisp of light. So yeah, it took a lot of work, but we did find the second one. Axel found the second one, then we were able to find the third one. But it was always that first one that we couldn't find. You could hear Dr. Monty come on and start talking after Axel had shot towards that tank that's hanging in the background. And it's insane when you guys actually see this, okay? This first wisp of light. So let's take a look at where it actually is. Okay, guys, bear with me. This is insane. This is Hyper's perspective. It's just a screenshot because he has a sniper rifle with a scope. There's no way you're going to be able to see this thing without a sniper rifle and a scope. But look at where his reticle is. The wisp of light is just to the right and above that reticle. See that the opening where the you know, you'd get into the tank? It's sort of blown off and there's fire spewing from it. That opening, on the bottom left of that opening, is where that wisp of light is. Insane, isn't it? Isn't it? It's like, you never be able to find this without doing it by accident. And that's what happened to us. We did it by accident. We found the second and third wisps and then related that back. Well, we must have triggered a first wisp by accident because when we got the dialogue for Dr. Monty. So that's, you know, thank God for theater mode. We were able to go back and see who was shooting at the time. It was either Axel or 2-Bit, and we determined it was Axel, and then eventually we found that wisp of light in the tank. That is crazy. Okay, so here we are in our next game, and I'm trying to line up the shot, and I'm going to shoot the wisp.
Hello? Testing. Do you hear me? Testing. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing all this. I'm almost 100% certain that you can hear me. So let's not fanny about. Okay, where best to start? The universe is big. Really big. So try to imagine the biggest thing that you can, and then imagine you're way off. It's a million, billion, trillion, zillion times bigger than that. Actually, don't worry about the size. It's fucking huge. We'll just leave it at that. More important than its humongous proportions is the fact that the universe is a living, breathing thing, ever-changing, ever-shifting, existing across and beyond time and space itself. With me so far?
Sweet. Now, I'm not going to have too much of a discussion at this point on what he's talking about or the implications, but we're going to go to the second wisp. It's that spawn. This is the one that Axel found that led us to this whole chase, right? So you got to just sort of jump and shoot it in the wheelbarrow.
All right. So you've got this universe, this big, changey, already volatile universe, and then you shatter it with a hammer, a metaphorical hammer, and it cracks and splinters into a million other universes, all coexisting at exactly the same time. Do you have any idea how difficult that is to keep track of? I may be omnipotent, but I can't be everywhere.
Okay, so the last wisp of light, or so we think it's the last one, is up at Supply Depot at the Dragon pickup area, and you have to jump. Like, these things are put in like these insane locations. I don't know what's up with them.
Now, if it had been entirely up to me, you numbskulls would be the last people I would entrust with this, but due to factors outside my control, I know there's a lot going on. I know it's a lot to take in, but the universe is deeply unstable. Things are going to get a lot worse before they get better. Crazy as things are, I will try my absolute best to give you all some one-on-one time. Some good old-fashioned TLC. Do this right, and everything will be okay. Pinky promise.
Okay, what's up with that? Pinky promise. Oh my God, Malcolm McDowell, he's amazing. So good, so good. Anyways, there's more. I mean, he wants to talk to us individually. Well, the way he's gonna talk to us individually is when we're downed. So each of the four characters has to get downed, and he gives you dialogue before you get picked up, okay? And he does it 3 times for each character. So we're gonna play each of those for you here in succession, starting with my character Dempsey, and then we're gonna skip to the other players. Now, the problem with the other players, for me, I was host and my dialogue was fine. The other players had like 2 sets of dialogue sort of overlapping, so it's a little bit annoying, but I'm gonna play it for you here sort of uncut. I'm not gonna talk anymore, and then I'll come back at the end, all right?
All right, Tank. I'm going to need you to trust me, okay? You've done really, really well so far, but I honestly think it's going to be easier if I just talk you through some things. Now, let's be honest. You don't really know who you are, do you? You've been bouncing around time and space for years, yelling all sorts of obscenities. And by the way, your language is fucking disgraceful sometimes. You should wash your mouth out with soap. Anyway, we'll talk again soon, and I'll explain everything. Just give a little time to double-check my flowcharts. Right, where were we, Tank? Actually, more to the point, where are you? Are you up to speed? Do you know exactly what you're doing? Or is the 115 delusion so bad you're still calling in field reports, even though no one is listening? Sorry, that's unfair. I was listening. I heard every word you said. Ah, you're a good soldier. You always were. So, Richthofen. I'm kind of surprised that you've gone along with him this far. Didn't you absolutely despise him at one point? Anyway, keep a close eye on him. I think he's up to something. What now, Masaki? Wow. What do you do when the metaphorical rug has been pulled out from under your feet? The bitter sting of betrayal. The absolute collapse of the singular belief that has been the driving force in your life for as long as you can remember. difference
what
is
you
that
do,
you do it for yourself.
You
Not
do
for
what
some
you've
misplaced
always
sense of duty or honor.
You fight.
So, besides
stir
changes
things
to your own outlook,
Does it seem to
have
you
you
like
noticed
the
two
two
of them
change in
maybe
Rick's
scheming
between themselves?
Maybe I push to find any historian who wouldn't list this in the top 10
Knowing
all-time
what happened in
most
Scotland.
horrible events in human history.
Even without the dragons.
You may
just
not
have
have
lived
lived
it
it
like
sometimes,
but you
your
never
whole sense of reality is built
No
only
matter
upon the
how
things
hard you
that are
try.
talked about.
It isn't said. It didn't happen.
There are certain things that you can't ever change, Nikolai. All I ask is that you do the right thing. The right thing for everyone. I have to admit something to you, Edward.
It is.
Something I've never,
I
ever,
don't
ever had to admit to
understand you,
anyone
Monty.
before. It's
I don't
really
understand
quite a single thing about what makes you tick. You are the closest thing to an absolute distillation of obtuse obstructionism and unparalleled maniacal chaos in human form as it is possible to imagine. Look, I know you've had a lot to deal with. I know how hard you've been trying, but I really can't be sure exactly why you're doing it. I mean, it's not as if you owe Max's anything, is it? I don't know. Maybe some of the paranoia is starting to rub off on me. But let me tell you this, my little German friend. I've got my eye on you.
All right, guys, so that's it. Some pretty epic dialogue, a lot of backstory there. Like I said, haven't really listened to it in depth or tried to connect any dots. I mean, if you guys want to try and do that in the comments, by all means. Now, I don't know if that's the end. I was actually hoping for some sort of audio indication or audio clue that this would carry on. I mean, it seems very obscure, and where these wisps of light are placed, I would expect there to be more from here. But we haven't really searched around. This was pretty late last night that we finished this, and we were trying to continue on with the main Easter egg. But, there might be more to it. I really hope there is. For those wisps of light to be that obscure, especially the first one, I would hope there's more and we can get something out of this. But, I'll leave it with you guys. The internet is a great place. We've got hundreds, if not thousands, of teams out there, people playing zombies, trying to figure things out. So I'm going to leave it to, you guys. I mean, we're going to look also, but we'll leave it to you guys to see if you can come up with more. And see if this continues, okay? So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Malcolm McDowell, pretty epic with the dialogue here. That guy's amazing. Anyways, we'll see you next time, guys. Spider out.